Right guys, just thought I'd run you through a few points from Gareth Saxton's lesson during the summer. He's a scratch golfer, currently playing and being educated over in the States. He came back for his summer holidays and we got together and worked on a few things. So just run you through them, just see if any of these points can help you out in your game. His main issues were really with the driver. Some pushes and some blocks off to the right. His irons weren't really a problem. It was mainly just with the driver that he was getting a little bit of a loss of control with, and pushes and some blocks off to the right. Obviously, a very athletic golfer, could generate an awful lot of club head speed. He's up around the 120 mile per hour mark, 121 on TrackMan. So obviously when he misses, it does tend to go quite a bit. So let's run through these points, see if any of these points can help you out with your game. So just going to get Gareth up to the top here. Just going to draw a line down from his right hip bone here on the right hand side. Now in the downswing, what we're looking for is rotation. We're looking for the right hip to kind of come forward in this pattern as the left hip starts to go back behind him in the opposite direction. A basic push-pull force, if you like. But what you'll see Gareth start to do is you'll start to see him sit into his left side. So you'll see a bit of a shift in the pelvis first of all, and then what you'll see is him start to push. His right leg here starts to go into internal rotation. You can see it kicking inwards. And what it means is that, especially in an athletic young player like this, is that his lower body is really going to outrace his upper body. It's going to make the path of the golf club too much inside out, which is just going to contribute to these pushes that he's hitting off to the right. You can kind of see at this point here how far away from this green line his right hip is, and how far left his lower half of his body is. You can just see it looks like he's left the upper body behind. Just run that through and see so it's like the lower body's trying to get back, trying to help him out there, just help him trying to save the shot a little bit. But definitely some sliding and some pushing in the lower half, not really rotating like the elite golfers. So just show you here on the right hand side, this is Dustin Johnson. No, he's not currently on tour at the moment, but still an excellent golfer, still an excellent golf swing. And we'll just run through the same principle as we've just done with Gareth. So Dustin up to the top of the swing, line on the right hip bone here, and what you'll see in the start of his downswing is you'll see the basic movement of the pelvis, or the start of it. So you'll see in the initial movement here, you'll see the right leg hold its external rotation. That's this angle here. You'll see it doesn't move. If I just play this backwards and forwards, you can see that stretch there. The left leg and the left side of the pelvis is stretching away from that, creating this rotation around an axis. And you'll see there's no bump to the left, there's no pushing left, it's just pure rotation. And obviously, just move that red line so you can just see it a little bit clearer. There we go, especially you're watching the belt buckle there, you can just see his hips rotating, how open that pelvis is there. And it just means he can swing his arms a bit more freely through the ball here than Gareth, that kind of sits into his left side and pushes, and just means he gets a little bit trapped, a little bit stuck. So the fix to this, if we just show you the fix here on the right hand side, the exercise or the drill we run through is something called plantar flexion. This is otherwise known as the marching move, and it involves training the right side here and the right leg to hold its position. So instead of pushing and pushing the right knee inwards or into internal rotation, what it's designed to do is designed to hold the right side. So immediately at the top of the downswing, or the start of the downswing, what Gareth's going to do here is push his right foot onto his tiptoe. He's going to push his right knee forward and his right hip forward as his left hip starts to move away. And what you'll see is this huge stretch. I mean, I would say, obviously, an incredibly athletic player here, so you can see he gets huge dual ER in both legs, very similar to the Sneed squat, if you like. And what this does is it slows his lower body down enough that his upper body can catch it. You can see how much he's kind of out racing it on the left here versus how much more in front of him his arms are going to look. If I just bring it down here to this position, you can just see the difference there. So obviously this is an in-swing movement. This is something that's going to take a little bit of practice and a little bit of time. It's something that you can hit full shots with. Obviously feels very strange. Logic in golf tells you that you've got to push as hard as you can to the left. Some coaches actually advocate that you push this way, but you can see in the Dustin Johnson swing and many other the top hitters that rotation and definitely getting the left hip away from the left ankle joint is what you're really looking for. This will help him just help the swing path, neutralise it a little bit, make sure it's not too much inside out, and you can hit this driver a little bit straighter.